Judge, this is the case of the Walkers.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Walker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the past year, I have been paying child support to my ex-wife, Jennifer. Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case.
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
So she was initially in my custody, but before this year, I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years, and I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the education plan that they have there. So I took the job because it was more money and it was a better career for me. And
more money, so should you be paying more in child support then? If you're making more money?
Well, I think that I should be paying my mother the child support. Currently, I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had the conversation. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my mother because she is retired. She worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. A.K. Fuller.
$500 a month, and he has no idea where it's going. And this is a classic case of financial transparency, or the lack of it. The court is about to dig deeper to see if his ex-wife is truly using these payments for their daughter, or, let's be real, funding her own expenses. And trust me, what she says next will definitely raise some eyebrows.
Room if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my ex-wife and then start paying.
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments. Ma'am, Ms. Walker, have you been reallocating these payments that you're receiving from Mr. Walker to his mother?
Yes, Your Honor. I have receipts. I have everything. I've been taking care of my child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay,
shoes.
that's called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the kid.
But the child does not live with you, correct?
Oh no. Did she really just say she has receipts for clothes and pool expenses? That's not child support. That's a shopping spree. Child support is meant for essentials like food, health care, and education, not poolside relaxation. And here's the kicker. Her daughter doesn't even live with her. This is exactly why courts require proof of how child support is spent, because without accountability, situations like this happen way too often.
Child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Right now, I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay. And how much is it that you make a year?
Maybe about $70,000.
$70,000. Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms of calculating child support, okay? How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have 1 with Mr. Walker, and I have 2 with my previous husband.
Okay. All right. Continue. What is your reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments? And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
$70,000 a year. That's her income. Yet she's still collecting child support for a child who doesn't even live with her. Here's the key point. Child support isn't just about how much you make. It's about who's actually providing for the child. So why should she get paid if she's not covering the daily expenses? The judge is about to make a major ruling, and it could change everything.
Homesick with the flu, so she's at home with my mother right now.
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine. She was getting along with the other kids in the house. So when Blaine started to come pick her up, and by the time he dropped her off, she would become so angry. She was fighting the other two kids. So I don't know if he was telling her things, but she would come back very...
Ma'am, there's more information than what I need.
Okay.
The bottom line is this. The child does not live with either of you, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you're paying child support currently, but to Ms. Walker.
Correct.
And Ms. Walker, you are not paying child support at all.
No,
correct?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. You said you make $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
That includes overtime. Yes, it does.
Okay. Okay. So I have your gross at $5,833.33. Now, after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.06. Who pays health insurance for the child?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge just flipped the script. Now she has to pay child support to the grandmother. This is the moment Mr. Walker has been fighting for, and honestly, it's the fairest outcome. Courts are meant to ensure support payments go where they're actually needed, and in this case, that's not the ex-wife. It's the grandmother raising their child. But here's the real question. Will Ms. Walker pay up, or is this about to turn into another legal battle?
You paid?
I get paid once a month.
So $25 a month, okay. And then you said you have 2 other children
And I
one
pay
child.
mortgage and car note.
Ma'am, he has the same expenses. That means nothing to me. Ms. Walker, your child support is going to be set at $707.28. That includes the $682.28 for child support and $25 for health insurance. Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Did the judge get this one right? Or do you think there's more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love courtroom breakdowns like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Because trust me, we've got more shocking legal showdowns coming your way.